There are dozens of credit card products out there for you to choose from. And since on this channel, we are looking to maximize our points and spend, naturally, we tend to talk a lot about the best credit cards out there. However, just as there are good credit cards available to you, there are also many bad credit cards out there as well. Today, we'll be looking at 5 of the worst credit cards that you could get your hands on. Honestly, if you do have any of these cards, you should look into canceling them immediately. As a matter of fact, all of these cards make the Apple Card look like the Amex Centurion. You'll see why, starting with the first credit card that you should stay away from, which is the Credit One Platinum Visa for rebuilding credit. Right off the bat, you may have noticed 2 things. Credit One sounds similar to Capital One, and both companies have similar looking logos. But I could assure you that Capital One and Credit One are not related in any way possible. Capital One actually aims to try and make decent credit cards, while Credit One seems to be doing the exact opposite. This card, along with many other evil credit cards, prey on those just starting out on their credit card journey. Credit One is trying to target customers who don't know any better about credit, and they blast them with email and mail offers trying to sell one of their products. I'm sure that a bunch of you watching right now have received some sort of solicitation from Credit One, and I hope that all of you have actually looked into this card that they're trying to sell you. You may have seen its high 27% APR, although that should be the least of your worries, because if you pay your credit cards in full and on time, it doesn't matter how high the interest rate may be. You might have also seen that this card only earns 1% cash back on every purchase. Again, it's a card that targets those with a poor credit score, so earning a lot of cash back is not the main purpose of cards like these. But what sticks out the most is, although you receive very little benefits from this card, you still have to cough up $100 for its annual fee. Sure, technically it's $75 for the first year, and then you get charged the full $99 fee from the second year and on. But wait, Credit One tries to make you feel better by, instead of charging you one time a year like every other credit card company does, they will just charge you a little over $8 a month instead. That way, Credit One can take your hard-earned money as soon as possible before you eventually come to your senses and cancel their card. Cards like these should not be charging any sort of annual fee. That's just a predatory type of behavior, and Chris Hansen would be very, very disappointed. But don't take my word for it. Look at the hundreds of reviews of Credit One on the Better Business Bureau site. It's pretty impressive that they amassed the same number of stars as we have in our solar system. Numerous people have stated how it's a scam company, or how they were approved, never received a card, but still got charged the monthly fees. And the list goes on and on. Don't get this Credit One credit card, but I would also advise to stay away from Credit One as a whole. Another credit card that I would advise you to stay away from is the First Premier Bank Card MasterCard. If you thought the fees on the Credit One card were bad, wait until you see this one. Based on your credit score, you will have to pay a certain annual fee, monthly fee, and account opening fee. That's 3 different fees on a credit card that will give you literally no rewards, no credit card points, no free travel, no cash back. The only things that this card will give you is a big fat feeling of regret and an empty bank account. But let's take a deeper look at those atrocious fees that come with this credit card. Thankfully, Premier is nice enough to give us an easy to read chart that displays clearly how we will be losing money with their credit card. Depending on your credit score, you will receive one of 6 different credit lines and the respective fees, with $200 being the lowest credit line available and $700 being the highest credit line available. But before you can even use that credit line, Premier charges you a one-time fee that they call a program fee. But this is just foreshadowing the more meaningless fees that you will have to soon pay. One of those fees being the annual fee, which varies from $45 to $125 a year. Again, it just blows my mind that cards like these dare to charge an annual fee for basically doing nothing for you. But their pockets aren't quite full enough yet, because you will also have to pay a monthly fee just to hold on to this credit card. That means if you are the most unfortunate of souls out there, you'll be paying up to $200 to use this credit card. Again, without earning any sort of rewards. That, along with other reasons, are why First Premier has earned a whopping 1 star on their Better Business Bureau profile. Those two cards were bad enough, and you would think that people wouldn't fall for these misleading credit cards, right? I wish that was the case, because there's yet another credit card that will attempt to leech out any money that you might have. This card is the Continental Finance Surge card. The first red flag about this card is that they make their cardholder agreement hard to find. You know, that special document disclosing all the fine print of how that company will make money off of you? Yeah, they try to hide that on purpose. I thought I could click the usual cardholder agreement link and go directly to the document that we should all have access to. But Continental Finance is playing a cruel game of hide and seek and will only allow you to view this agreement after you get approved for the credit card. Of course, they probably found some sort of legal loophole to do this, but that should say a lot about the company you might be doing business with. Thankfully, with the help of Google, we were able to find this limited edition cardholder agreement, and I was shocked. The Continental Finance Surge card has a $125 introductory annual fee, then a $96 annual fee after that. This cracks me up because 99% of the time, the introductory fee is lower than the actual annual fee going forwards. Like on the Chase Sapphire Preferred, an actually good credit card, you might get a $0 introductory fee for the first year, then pay the normal $95 annual fee from that year forward. First Premier and other banks like them want the higher introductory fee because ideally, after that first year, you would find out that these cards actually suck and you would cancel them. So at least they got their money for that higher charge rate for the introductory fee. But with this Surge card, along with the annual fee, you will also be paying a flat $10 per month just because. I'm not sure what maintenance they are performing every month, but I don't think it should cost you $120 a year for it. That means at the bare minimum, you're paying $216 a year for this credit card and an astounding $245 for the first year. Then for some sick reason, they give you the option to receive an additional card for $30. Who in their right mind would even want another card from them? With all of those fees that you pay every year, you should at least get some value from the spend that you do on this card, right? Unfortunately though, as we have seen time and time again, this credit card also does not give you any sort of credit card rewards or points. That's literally $220 every year going down the drain. Continental Finance is also trying to make a run for the lowest rated business according to their profile on the Better Business Bureau. So far, those 3 credit cards all targeted the same type of consumer. They are looking for new credit users or people with bad credit scores. Basically, people that may be desperate or don't know any better. And I sincerely empathize for those victims because that might have been the only option that they have heard of. Therefore, I want to provide some value and some actual good recommendations for those who are just starting out or have bad credit scores. Get the Discover It secured card or the Discover It cashback card. It's literally that simple. However, we still have 2 more worse credit cards to get through today, and they target a totally different demographic. These cards go after those who have a good credit score or they have other credit cards. Honestly, you might be the demographic that these guys are looking for. So as I go through them, think to yourself if you would ever give in and apply for at least one of them. The first one is the black card. Not the black card that you were thinking about, but the black card from MasterCard. This is a beautiful black PVD coated metal card that would be your next luxury travel credit card. And I don't really know what black PVD means. I just know it's probably not worth it. And nothing screams opulence like the words black card written in bold right on the face of your credit card. This cracks me up because literally anyone with kids pics could have made this credit card design. Sure, as we all know, looks aren't everything, so although the card design is bad, how bad is the actual credit card itself? For starters, this card will cost you $495 a year. That's more than the Capital One Venture X and almost as much as the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Both are decent travel credit cards in their own respect. So does that mean we could expect similar value from this off-brand black card? You tell me. No matter what you're buying, you will earn 1 point per dollar spent. Yes, size matters here because 1 is not that impressive. But wait, Chase, you could get a 2% redemption value when you redeem for airfare and a 1.5% redemption value for cash back. Isn't that better than both Chase and Amex? If you take it for face value, then yes, Chase gives you 1.5% or 1.5 cents per point when you redeem for travel on the Chase portal with the Sapphire Reserve card. And Amex, on the other hand, only gives you 1 cent per point for travel booked through their travel portal. out. So yes, this black card gives you 2% value, which is better than the 1.5 or 1%. However, let's break this down by looking at an example. If you book a flight for $1,000 with the Amex Platinum, you would receive 5,000 points. Those points would then be worth $50 if you use them to book travel through Amex. However, with the black card, you would only earn 1,000 points with that same $1,000 flight. Those 1,000 points at the 2% redemption value are only worth $20. Now you can see why the earning potential from other luxury travel credit cards blow this one out of the water. To try and make their annual fee justifiable, this card also offers a $100 annual air travel credit, a priority pass membership, global entry or TSA pre-check credit, concierge, and an airport escort, all of which are underwhelming because other actually valuable travel credit cards offer similar benefits and more. Again, this card isn't as scary or scammy as the first three, but it's just plain dumb. And that's the same case with the last credit card, which is the gold card. Based on its award-winning card design, I'm sure you could instantly tell that it's from the same people who made the black card. The luxury card gold card is a $995 annual fee card that should impress literally no one. This is a 24 karat gold plated waste of $1,000 a year. Sure, it has benefits like a $200 air travel credit, global entry / TSA pre-check credit, cell phone protection, a priority pass membership, and more, but none of those benefits nearly add up to giving you $1,000 worth of value every year. If it makes you feel any better, you do get the same 2% redemption value on airfare and not 1.5%, but 2% redemption value on cash back. Once again, this gold card only earns you 1 point per dollar, so those redemption values are absolutely worthless, just like the gold card itself. However, if you did want a solid travel credit card that beats both the black and gold card combined, I would highly recommend watching this video here. I go over the best travel credit cards right now, and there are even options that will cost you $0 a year. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots!